This will be a tutorial for AFT and most things connecting to it. So, if you're part of the 16th Air Assault Brigade, you would probably spawn around this area, the AAB building. If you're not, you would spawn at around the main gate, over there. So it could be farther away from you, but it's always possible to sprint to the helicopters. So in this tutorial, I'm just gonna, I guess, show my own way that I've learned to do the rocket course, and I guess try and make it as simple as possible. Now, this won't be a surefire way to do it, nothing is, and I recommend you practice to fly on your own, but if you want to get to the helicopter quicker, as a tip before any of this, if you're a staff, you can use commands to give yourself a motorcycle, and if you're an officer, you can use basically any commands and speed yourself. But yeah, well, not any commands. You can bring people, speed yourself, and set a team spawn. You can set a team spawn as staff as well, so if you wanted to do that, you could do team all white and set white team spawn to about here probably, but I'm not authorized to use this command because I'm a pilot. So once you spawn a helicopter, you want to get out and get back in because in this game it glitches out for most of the time. Then you just press UJKL, UJ to door 1, door 2, close them both, KL, interior, exterior, lights. Then press Y to turn the engine on, so on and so forth. Now that the basics are out of the way, cursor, mouse cursor. You will want to keep this at about this sort of, let me lock it by clicking left click. You can keep it on this sort of rotating cylinder area for the whole time. So by keep it there the whole time, I mean keep your camera zoomed all the way out and place your cursor on top of the rotating cylinder area and right click your mouse so it's always there. Take off when you reach about 600 RPM, press Z to enable the rockets, and then to shoot them you just have to press F. Then if you want you can press C or B to access extra menus. The C menu accesses sort of compass and I guess tilt, how far you're tilting and such. And then B is either hover or manual. Hover, unlike in Sandhurst, makes your helicopter hover and you can press S, W, A, and D to correct yourself. Q and E, just like in course, to go up and down. Course mode, you could set settings to fly at certain things, but that's not what I'm going to be teaching you. H twice to go into hover and out of hover to go back into manual. So now, for the actual course, again, zoom all the way out, keep your cursor on top of the main rotor, and now go forwards. I recommend you learn to fly this way, but for the actual rockets is just imagine them going slightly to the left or to the right below the cursor. So if you see my cursor on top of the target, I'm getting closer now, and I'd shoot about now, and that's a hit. So you can just imagine where it's gonna go and shoot it. Now it starts with the left rocket and switches to the right rocket, so always remember that when you're gonna be flying. It switches left, right, now I'm on to right. And that counts as a hit, I believe. But yeah, for the actual AFT course, Advanced Flight Training, you cannot go above 250. These you have to go in between. That got in between, so that's all good. But yeah, if you go above 250 studs, it's on the left part of the menu called altitude. Then you also fail your attempt. You get 2 attempts, 4 attempts in total before a 1 week suspension. That's, I believe, a miss. But yeah. So, you do have tries, and within those tries, you have two misses and infinite near misses. So, if you barely miss something, most targets, you can still get away with it. So, if you hit a target, it's all good. So, all I'm doing to hit targets is centering myself, or waiting for my helicopter to move as little as possible after I'm aiming, and then just shoot. This target you have to shoot twice. But yeah. And just keep doing the course. And again, if you want to, I recommend you just learn how to fly with one point of contact if you're not used to it before you try the course. So it would be easier for you to actually do the course and fly rather than just try something you're not familiar with. So yeah. You can practice it as much as you want. If this I guess technique doesn't work for you, it is not a problem. You can try to make your own way and I guess figure it out yourself for yourself, because not everything that I do will work for you personally. So if this doesn't work, try something else. Try something else again until you figure something out that helps. But if you want my technique to help you, you just have to not move too much and fly at a mediocre level, I'd say. Because if you cannot stay steady, you will miss a lot of the targets. So if you learn to fly steadily and you learn how to, I guess, aim and shoot with my technique, then that's great. Then I've helped you, I've done my job. And if you want to practice again, by the way, just shoot one extra rocket, and this is because there's only 15 rockets in this course, and that is an uneven number. So if you want to start with your left rocket, you need to shoot one rocket to make it an even number. And you can start over again. But yeah, recap is just be steady and imagine either bottom left of the cursor or bottom right of the cursor. And it should about aim there. It does depend if you're still correcting your helicopter, so you can just imagine it going from these, I guess, rockets themselves, or you can sometimes just imagine it going from the rockets themselves as like, oh, it should go about there, and hit it like that. But that could be less efficient or more harder. But that's for you to decide. Alright, goodbye.